Welcome. Okay, let's dive right into this wonderful story about a man, a magical hen, and, well, a very shiny surprise. It's a classic tale about what happens when you get everything you could ever wish for.
But hey, before we really get going, just imagine for a second. What if you found a hen that could talk? And what if that hen had a secret, a really big one, that could change your whole life? Just keep that thought in your head as we go.
All right, let's set the scene. Our story starts with a man named Lala. Now, Lala, he had a bit of a reputation for being, well, pretty greedy. He was always thinking about himself first.
So, picture this. Lala's walking home one night through these dark, spooky woods. It's super quiet, maybe a little too quiet, when all of a sudden he hears this tiny voice coming from a bush. It sounds like someone is in trouble.
He creeps over to the bushes, peeks inside, and what does he find? It's a hen. But hold on, this isn't just any hen. This one can talk. She told him she'd hurt her leg and couldn't walk. And you know what? For once, Lala decided to do a good deed, so he gently picked her up and took her home.
When he gets home, his grandmother, Nani, is just floored. She sees him taking care of this little hen and says to him, "Lala, when you do good things have a way of happening to you." Sounds like a little hint of what's to come.
And wow, Nanny couldn't have been more right, because the very next morning, Lala was about to get the absolute biggest surprise of his life, something that was going to change everything.
So when Lala woke up, he got a little worried. He looked all over his small house, but he couldn't find the magical hen anywhere. He thought maybe she'd just left, but then he saw a little sparkle of light, just glinting in the corner of the room.
And what was it? You guessed it, a big, beautiful, shiny egg made of pure, solid gold. He just couldn't believe his eyes. The hen hadn't run away. She had left him a little thank you gift.
Now get this, it wasn't just a one-time thing. The hen came back, and this became their new routine. Every single day, without fail, she would lay one special golden egg just for Lala.
As you can imagine, Lala's life completely changed. He sold the golden eggs, and day by day, he became very, very rich. We're talking a huge new house, a fancy car. He had more money than he even knew what to do with.
But pretty soon, getting one egg a day just didn't feel like enough. That old greed started creeping back in. He started complaining to his grandmother, Nanny, that waiting around every single day for one little egg was just too slow. He wanted more, and he wanted it right now.
Nani, of course, tried to warn him. "Too much greed is a curse, Lala," she said, but he was so focused on getting richer that he just wouldn't listen. And so he came up with a terrible, terrible idea. His thinking was just dangerously wrong. He thought to himself, "Hey, the hen must be like a treasure chest, just full of golden eggs. If I just cut her open, I can get all of them at once and be the richest man in the world."
The magical hen who'd been so good to him. She heard his plan and begged for her life. She tried to tell him the truth. "Please don't do this. There are no eggs inside me. That's not how it works." But Lala was just completely blinded by his greed.
He grabbed a knife, totally ignoring Nani's warning and the poor hen's cries. So, what do you think happened next, when his greed took over completely?
He did the unthinkable. He cut the hen open, expecting to find a pile of shimmering golden eggs, but instead, he found nothing. Her belly was completely empty. The hen had been telling the truth all along.
Just think about what he lost in that single moment. Before his greedy plan, he had a steady fortune and a wonderful magical friend. But because he wanted everything now, he was left with absolutely nothing. No more hen and no more golden eggs. Ever again.
And the reality of what he had done just came crashing down on him. Lala sat on the floor and just cried, finally realizing the huge, irreversible mistake he had just made. He ran to his grandmother, his heart just filled with regret. Through his tears, he told her what he had done, admitting that she had been right the whole time. In his selfish mission to get everything, he was now left with nothing. And Nani just looked at him and repeated those wise words she had told him before. That's why they say, greed is a curse. It's really the powerful lesson at the very heart of this entire story.
So that leaves us with one last thing to think about. What was the real treasure here? Was it all the shiny gold, or was it the wonderful hen who created it? You see, this story isn't just about greed.
It's a reminder about patience and about appreciating the source of our good fortune instead of just the gifts themselves. It makes you wonder what can happen when we're in such a hurry for more that we risk destroying the very thing that makes us happy in the first place.